Hello everyone, welcome to StraightA. Dawson here, back with our video here today, and we are continuing the NFL grades for all these teams going into this 2024 season. Next up, the NFL NFC North is up next. So we did the AFC North last time. We are doing the NFC North this time, and we still got 6 more divisions to go after this. So stay tuned for all my grading purposes. And before we get started, please like down below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and comment any suggestions for future videos below. Without further ado, let's get right into the video. So if you're not familiar with this video series, basically I'm taking all the position groups from quarterback, running back, wide receiver, tight end, O-line, D-line, linebacker, secondary, coach, and special teams, all 10 position groups basically, and rating them on a kind of grading scale, grading them based on kind of this next season, but also kind of just in general how good they are. So we'll be kind of mixing and mingling. I gave out some report card grades though for each of these teams going into the season, so kind of like a it's not really a mid-season report because mid-season would be like 9 weeks from now, or probably 11 weeks from now. Either way, you kind of get it. I'm basically giving you the expected grade in these areas, but we'll see how it goes. If you are wondering how I'm grading these teams, basically, A, gets you best in the league. You're one of the best things in that league or in that group, position group in the league. B+, excellent, means you're going to be really, really good in that position group. B-, pretty good, pretty serviceable, pretty consistent for the most part. C, you're average, really, there's nothing too special about it, so just move on. D+, there's potential, kind of. D-, not too hot, meaning I wouldn't even really look that way. And F, you're pretty piss poor, get the fuck out of my class, essentially how this goes. So how I grade this again is based on how I think they're going to do this next season, based on either previous performances, but also just by how special the player is, as well as how special their potential is. So if they're hurt, maybe diminishes their grade a little bit, but again, they have good potential, so maybe they kind of stay in it. Either way, first of all, we are doing the NFC North. Second of all, we're starting off with the Chicago Bears, and man, people are excited for this team, and I kind of am too. First of all, let's go ahead and get things straight. Caleb Williams is a new student to this class. He has I give a little bit more expectations than C because I hear great things about him. He's coming into my class. He has, he's had great straight A's from the previous school, but now he's coming to a different league. He's coming to the private school sector. So I'm expecting him to do well, but I'm holding off some reserve. So B- is pretty fair. C is like what the prototypical, rookie quarterback probably will get. B- is that extra little step of, I have some confidence in you, but let's hold back just a little bit. D+, a rookie could get to based on maybe not being as good as the other, people who came from the class. So, never know. The running back, DeAndre Swift and Khalil Herbert, honestly are probably actually C-level running backs with this duo, but Roschon Johnson also kind of like him as a third running back. But second of all, I love these two. I love Khalil Herbert. I love DeAndre Swift. So I'm giving that extra bump because teacher's pet, So take it as you will. Wide receivers, I decided, man, DJ Moore and Keenan Allen are alone wide receiver ones. Now, I know Keenan Allen hasn't looked like his previous self, but he's still looking like he's still got some talent, so I'm not putting that all against him. Plus, Rome Odunze is a potential number 1 receiver, and he's a rookie, and so he's got young potential. DJ Moore's, middle age, so he's got a little bit more growth to do. Keenan Allen, probably not much more growing to do in a couple different aspects, but either way, I think this wide receiver room is still a solid A. Anybody after that, it's pretty just okay. They're serviceable, Tight end, Cole Kmet, you are excellent. You're just reliable. You're always that, really good football player in the classroom that's just like, he's going to get B's and some A's on some different things, but he's not going to go out and just get straight A's and be a star student, but he's going to be reliable in the classroom. And Cole Kmet, I appreciate you. You're a B+. O-line, I love this O-line. I think there's some definitely some young youth in here, but there's some potential. I like what I see. B-. I'm expecting some decent things from you. Your D-line, Montez Sweat kind of carries the group a little bit from getting you a D-, but otherwise it's whatever. I don't really care about you too much, but you have decent numbers. DeMarcus Walker's also not too bad, so D+ is fine for me for the D-line. Meanwhile, you have TJ Edwards, Tremaine Edmonds, and Jack Sanborn, which granted Jack is probably more like a B- student, but when you have good A+ type linebackers, I'll give you the A as a group because you're just damn special. The secondary, they're fine. They don't really move me. I think there's potential there, but I just really don't see a whole lot. Jalen Johnson, Jaquan Brisker, Kevin Bernard, all kind of something that could be good, but I just don't. Nothing moves me, so you're not bad, you're not good. C. Special teams, pretty piss poor. I'm not a big fan of Santos at all. I know some people are. I think their special teams in general doesn't look like they're producing very well. They haven't produced in a little bit, so D-. You're not the worst in the league, but you're damn close. And I fucking hate Matt Eberflus. Get the fuck off my, honestly, off my screen. I don't like you at all. Moving on to the lines, and man, you are a special student in this class because everybody likes you. You're the likable kid in class. And starting off, your QB, man, I might get some flack for this because I think some Jared Goff lovers are really coming out of the woodworks for Jared Goff. And I agree. I think he's a good quarterback, but I just can't put him B+. I've got to give you the B-. You know, I think about a year ago, I probably would have put him in C because it's just reliable, but he's shown flashes where he can be really good in the system, and so how can you deny Jared Goff a B-? But some people probably put him a B+ just because it's a Lions. Not quite there yet. Meanwhile, a running back duo, I would not normally give David Montgomery or Jahmyr Gibbs an A. If one of them was just the sole running back one and they had a Craig Reynolds behind them, I'd probably give them closer to a B+, B+, B- range. However, because both of them are definitely B+ running back at the very least, and I think there is an argument made that Jahmyr Gibbs could be an A running back, I gotta give them to combined A because this running back duo is fucking elite. Meanwhile, you got the wide receivers, and Amon-Ra is just so good. He's A, 100%. But then you got Jameson Williams, who just hasn't shown anything. Khalif Raymond hasn't really shown anything. No one else on this fucking roster has shown anything good. So really, it's a bunch of C and D+ wide receivers being held up by an A student. You end up with a B-. So I'm sorry, star pupil. You're kind of getting brought down by your other compatriots. Meanwhile, your tight end, Sam Laporta, I so badly wanted to put him in A, but I'm holding back a little bit. For one, he's dealing with some injuries right now, which is kind of just scattering him. But I feel like there's something missing for him. I don't know if it's just like he's had a good season. I'm missing something from seeing Sam Laporta out in that field. And I don't know if it's just that. It's his play style, how much love he's actually got in the first year. I think he's really close to an A, but I just can't give it to him quite yet compared to the other veteran players in this classroom, whatever. I'm going to kind of steer away from this now. O-line, if you're surprised by them getting an A, then you're in the wrong class because they get an A. D-line, honestly, debated on giving him a B+, but man, Aiden Hutchinson and DJ Reader and Marcus Davenport. Now, granted, DJ Reader is a little bit hurt right now, so I'll give you a little bit of credit there. But even McNeil is not bad. So D-line is definitely an A. You got your linebackers, and Jack Campbell, I know some people are impressed by him. I'm not as much. Alex Anzalone, some people are impressed by him. I'm not as much. So, and Derek Barnes, kind of same case there. I mean, I'm just not impressed by any of these guys, but I'm also not unimpressed. So, D+ is fine by me. Your secondary, it's improved. You got some youngins in there, and you have some potential kind of more veteran guys in there too. I'll give you a B- because I like the potential. The special teams, you're fine. I don't like anything. I don't hate anything. Khalif Raymond's okay as a punt returner. That's about it. Craig Reynolds also decently good in the kick returner, so B- is fun. Coach Dan Campbell, if it wasn't for your discipline, if it wasn't for your attitude problems in class, where you make stupid decisions and just cost things in a different way, I give you an A. But you're getting a B+ for now. I'm keeping my eye on you. Moving on to the Packers. And man, Jordan Love, you kind of fall in the same range as Jared Goff. I think there's a lot of potential there. I think you're good. I think more seasons with you could be potentially good B+ A kind of category. But for now, I think you're showing flashes. We'll keep you in the B- range. Running backs, Josh Jacobs, 2 years ago even, probably be an A. AJ Dillon doesn't really help him in any way, and now Josh Jacobs is a little bit regressed. I'm gonna give him the B- instead of the B+ just because I just don't think he can perform as well as he used to, but it's close. Wide receivers, not all your guys are full of, can he do it? Can they fulfill the role? Maybe? No? Up and down, up and down, up and down. Nobody on your team sucks in wide receivers. Nobody is really very spectacular. Guess what that means? You're a C student. Okay, moving on. Tight end. Luke Musgrave, it's mostly probably because the Packers just don't utilize him very much. Tucker Kraft, same thing. I feel like they both have potential to be better students, but I just don't see enough of them. They don't really attend class very often, so tight end is get a D-. O-line, again, I like the name value. I don't like how much has been produced in the past. They haven't really done that well in the past. I don't know, B- is kind of where I decided to land after seeing some other rankings, seeing some other teams. I'm just going to give you a B-. I really don't have a really good joke for that. Just a B-. D-line, I really love Rashawn Gary and Kenny Clark. That's why they're a B+. I don't really like TJ Slatton or Preston Smith, but man, I still think they can get some production. So that's why B+ kind of falls in that category. But either way, not too bad. Your linebackers, though, just aren't special. They haven't produced in a while, or if at all. And I'm just looking at this is just not very good. Quay Walker hasn't been relevant. Eric Wilson, Isaiah Duffy, duffel bag. No, D minus though. I don't like any name value there. I don't like how much the linebackers have produced in the past. D minus. I got no jokes for that one either. Just kind of a straight up answer. Your secondary though, I mean, I really love Xavier McKinney. I love Javon Bullard. Javon Bullard. Oh my gosh, I was like, what the fuck? Secondary, no, B plus though. I think this could absolutely have some potential. Jair Alexander, I didn't even mention him. Easily B plus value here. Could be an A, but like they haven't produced yet, so B plus. Special teams, you exist, sure. What, Anders Carlson is your kicker? Yeah, whatever. And your punter's kind of nice, Wheelan. All right, coach Matt LaFleur. I mean, you can't give him anything less than a B plus, to be honest with you. He's just really consistent. He's like a Mike Tomlin type character, except I think he has some potential to go up to the Super Bowl level. Just, it's really hard. So, give a B plus for the coach. Meanwhile, the Vikings, man. So, originally, when I was drafting this video and getting all the grades together, I gave this a possibly C, but I was going to land at D plus because J.J. McCarthy. And I was like, I just don't feel very special about him. But he got hurt, and now you just got Sam Darnold. So you get D minus. It's unfortunate, but just some extra news kind of came in, and D minus is what you're getting. I don't hate JJ McCarthy. I just don't think he's special. And now that he's hurt, you're left with Sam Darnold, who definitely isn't special. So I'm going to avoid you an F because JJ McCarthy might come back and might be better either later in the season or next season. So you get D minus because of potential purely, but still not very impressed. Your running backs, whatever. What you got, Aaron Jones nowadays, and Ty Chandler, which Ty Chandler is usually an F running back. I'm giving you Aaron Jones at a C. And honestly, you know what? Yeah, I just don't like Aaron Jones. Or sorry, I don't like Ty Chandler at all. So he's like an F easily. Aaron Jones is a C running back at this point. You could maybe argue he's a B minus, but you notice from the injury, he's getting older. He produced all right in the last season. But, like, I feel almost, I don't know. I don't feel good watching him anymore. C is where I think I place him. B minus, maybe. But I just can't. I can't put him up there. Ty Chandler and the rest of this running back room is very weak. So D plus, you're basically holding this on together with, like, like a straw. So, like, I don't know. This one actually got a little real because I really like Aaron Jones, but I just don't think he's going to produce as much as he used to. I would love to be proven wrong in this case, but right now, you're a D plus student. Your wide receiver room, though, man, Justin Jefferson really helps you a lot. Jordan Addison also being damn solid helps you a lot, too. The reason I'm not giving an A is because everybody else behind them kind of not great, but they're closer to a B plus than they are a B minus, so that's why I'm giving them a B plus. Tight end. Now, everybody's looking at this like, why is Hawkinsock fucking C? What? That's insane. You're right. Absolutely right. If Hawkinsock was fucking healthy, he'd be an A easily. Unfortunately, though, he's hurt and he's out pretty much the whole season, and no one else behind him is replacing him. Robert Tonyan, not replacing him. I'm giving it a C because Cedric Hawkinson would be an A. He's not playing for this whole season. He'd be an F. Robert Tonyan feels like a C tight end, if maybe not a D plus. So Hawkinsock, based on potential, will keep him in the C category. Basically, leave of absence. He's sending his homework in, but he's not really studying. So it's unfortunate, but I'm putting Hawkinsock right now as C. The tight end room in general in a C. Let that be known. It's not just Hawkinson in general. It's a situation. All right. Vikings are in an unfortunate situation now. And moving on. Your O-line, though, pretty solid. I think that I rate them a little bit higher than some other people would. But I like Brian O'Neill. I like Garrett Bradbury. I like Darisaw. Ed Ingram is fine. And Blake Brandel. Haven't seen enough of them. B+. I like it, but I could also see a B- being given. But again, a little bit teacher's favorite pet there. D-line, you get D+. Harrison Phillips, just because I like him, and Grenard's a fucking linebacker. Bullard. That's who I'm referring to. They both are just fine to me. They're like, I like them enough to keep them in the D+ category, but like, they're not great. They're honestly probably one of the worst linebacker duos or I should say part of the trios or quadruples, whatever you want to call it. But it's not that bad in my opinion. Linebackers, again, I kind of just think the names are fine. I guess Van Ginkel's fine, Grenard's fine. Again, but probably fine in the regard that they're over average rather than the under average fine I gave earlier. You get it, B- for the linebackers. Secondary, definitely nothing special, but they're a little bit older. They could produce, they could not produce, so they're just kind of D+. I've debated on putting them in C, but they're just kind of past their prime at this point. Special teams, one of the worst. Who's even their fucking kicker? I don't even have it. Yeah, fucking Rickard. The fuck's that? I have no clue. And Brandon Powell is your punt returner, and Kini Nakawawu. Yeah, no. D-. Coach Kevin O'Connell, man, I decided to give him a C instead of a D+, because he's not that bad. I just don't like him. But, like, he's producing the work, so I can't argue with the results. I can't argue with what he is and what he's doing. But D+ is what I'm doing in my heart. Either way, hope you all enjoyed this video. Please like down below if you did enjoy, and please comment down what you disagree and agree with. I'm looking forward to seeing it. I'll see y'all in the next one. Take care.